Now, the new episode of our Loose Women podcast, Just Between Us, is out now, and in it, I surprised Colleen with a story from my youth. But then she always got on really, really well with them, somehow to the point that actually when I was at sixth form college, I'd been dating this guy, not for very long, about 6 months, and I thought, oh, that's the end of that. Finished it. Came home from school. He's in our kitchen having a cup of tea with my mum. And she's like, oh, yes, he
When
popped
you'd
by.
finished?
I was at school, and then I came back and he was there.
No.
And then when he'd gone, I was like, oh, hi. And when he'd gone, I was like, Mum. And she went, well, I really like him. And just because you and he aren't dating anymore doesn't mean to say that I can't invite him in for a cup of tea when he comes round.
Oh, that's another dilemma, really, isn't it?
So I had to have a word with her.
Oh.
True story. How would you have reacted to that, Grace?
If I came home and my mum was having tea with my ex, I think she'd lost her mind. I would physically be questioning if everything's okay. But I think if me and Ella ever broke up, I would go and bring her mum pie just to see if she's dating anyone new.
Is that your thing, pie?
Yeah, I love a pie at the minute, really good at steak if you want some. But I would constantly go round there and just be like, how's she doing? Pretending I care, but it would just be because I want to know if
she missing me?
If she misses me, does she want me back?
Yeah, did
I
you
think
not worry about the guy that had turned up at your house? Because I would be more worried about him than
Well, he
your
was
mum
obviously
letting him
doing
in for
what
tea.
you would do if you broke up with Ella. I think he was,
Jane?
like, fishing and seeing whether there was anyone else on the scene or
Yeah, a
whatever.
bit creepy.
And my mother would be the last to know that, by the way, because I wouldn't have told her. But, yeah, I mean, he didn't come back again, but she was just like, oh, yeah, I mean, I don't see why. I don't see what the problem is. I suppose, though, if you've been with somebody for a long time...
You've got kids.
I mean, that wasn't a long relationship, but if you have been with somebody a long time, then part of a relationship breaking up is that the families and the friendship groups separate, right?
I think, you know, in different circumstances, long time, you know, maybe you met them through your parents or family members, there's children involved, and I think after a while it'll filter out. I find that a lot of my exes, their family always still want to be in my life, you know. I'm just that kind of daughter-in-law, just want to put that out there. So, you know, and I've been in that situation where I've kept in contact for a little while, and then I let it filter out. Because if we're honest, it's really about our emotions and us trying to get some kind of closure, still wanting to be a bit nosy, still wanting to be there, because you've been in a pattern of behaviour in this relationship, whether it's for 6 months or 6 years, and it takes you a little while. But I think that boundary should come in, because it can stop the person, like your daughter or son, from, you know, having a new relationship.
Yeah.
When they come with their new person, then they might feel uncomfortable, which I've been in that situation where I've dated somebody else and their ex keeps on coming around and I had to have a little word with her.
Yeah. Absolutely. As the old saying goes, no one misses a slice from a cut loaf.
This is what I'm saying.
The most uncomfortable... I've stayed friends with most of my significant exes, and I kind of do think that if you can, it's quite nice to just expand your family as the years go by with people that you know well. I mean, obviously not in a bad relationship or whatever, but the most awkward and embarrassing thing that ever happened to me is not actually with my parents and an ex, but my mum started dating my gynaecologist. And
Was it your mum's gynaecologist as well?
No,
Oh.
I brought her to see him because she was really not very well, and he was great, and he diagnosed her and he'd sorted it all out.
Oh, he definitely did.
But he also started dating her. And there was this really,
Oh, my God.
so
Talk about
uncomfortable
awkward
dinner.
family meals.
Where
Well, yeah,
my ex still talks about it, where we went for dinner with my gynaecologist and my mum, and they were snogging each other at the other side of the table, and we were both sitting there going, no, this can't be happening. And, of course, when I'd go for a consultation as well, I'd be legs up, you know, and he'd be going, oh, she's a wonderful woman, your mother. This is all wrong.
Oh, my... Well,
I can't say what I want to say on here. I can't do it.
Yes, it's half term.
Yes. Wow.
Well, that quite puts my dilemma into nothing. You can hear Colleen and I tackle more dilemmas, not like that one, on the new episode of Loose Women Just Between Us right now, along with all the episodes so far. Listen on your usual podcast app, or you can watch it on YouTube, ITVX and the STV player. Now, in other friendship news, new research has come out showing that women spend, on average, £2,500 a year on maintaining friendships with their closest friends. Now, this money goes on travel, birthday gifts, activities and meals out. But only a third of people said the cost was worthwhile.
Wow.
It got us thinking about the idea of investing in your friendship in other ways, like time and effort. So when was the last time you paid into your friendship bank, Judy?
You know, well, it's strange. I can say, like, my son's birthday, although it was his 16th, you know, all of my friends are his aunties and uncles, so I made sure, you know, invited everybody. And we had our special... OK, we kind of took over. But he loved it and we had our time. But what I do, especially when I know I'm really busy, I will contact my closest circle of friends and say, listen, guys, I'm really busy. Let's have a dinner, and I'll take them out for a meal and we all meet up. And then I know specifically which friends might need one-on-one. But if I know I'm extra busy, yeah, I invest in my friends. Time is the most important thing. It's the one thing that we have that is the core, really. You can't take it back. So I do try. If it's a voice note, a text message or a random call, or just me texting them say, love ya, that's it. So love you guys if you're watching.
I mean, you're not as... Marielle and I are a similar age, I think, but you're slightly younger, and then we have the younger generation here. You guys kind of communicate differently, don't you?
Snapchat.
I don't know if I can talk for everyone my age because I am an awful friend. I'm very aware. Getting hold of me is like getting hold of MI5. I will not see you really... If I've got one day off a week, because our job is a bit weird, I can work weekends as well, whatever, I'm not going to spend that one day in Soho. I'm going to just spend it at home. I will just text you.
Can't your friends come to your house, though?
I don't want that either. I would just love to sit in silence and not see anyone. I love
do understand that.
So I'm not going to see you. I'll see you on your birthday. You'll see me on mine. I'll speak to you online, and we will remain friends, and that's it.
But what about when you're not in a relationship?
If I'm not in a relationship, I think, I don't know. I would go and see friends a little bit more, but I think, like, with Ella, I don't know if it's because she's a girl, but she is, like, my best friend as well.
Yes, yeah.
So it's... you kind of get a two-in-one
Yeah,
there,
that's true, actually.
I love being at home.
Yeah.
But your friends should be able to understand sometime as well, especially for what we do.
You don't need to
I've
see
got
them
friends
all
that
the time.
understand that the schedule is crazy.
Yeah, I think understanding that, you know, all of your lives get busier as you get older and everything, I think that's quite important. But I don't really like thinking about it as a transactional thing. Maybe it's because I'm feeling a bit like I'm shortchanging my friends, because I don't think I spend nearly that much money on them a year.
But it adds up, dinners, I guess, and stuff.
But I totally love them, and I mean, I couldn't exist without my girlfriends. I do think that social media is a bit of a problem with this, because I think you often think that you're staying in touch with someone because you're, like, looking at their story or something like that, when actually you'd be better off picking up the phone. I mean, I know my best friend lives in Italy, and I'm forever, like, sending her things that I find on Instagram, you know, that go, my best friend couldn't... This is what I'm like without you, you know. But actually, I realise I haven't called her for 3 weeks, you know, and so you're not really walking the walk. But, yeah, friendship's so important. And for women, I think, particularly. I mean, it is your scaffolding, isn't it? I mean, most of my girlfriends I've had for 40 years now.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, Grace, you were explaining to me earlier, and I didn't know about this, is that you have... What did you call it? A close... What is it with friends? Where they can send you something that only you...
You're right in a sense that because I've watched your stories, and on Close Friends you can see what other people on their Instagram aren't seeing, so they could be talking about their day, their week, complaining about something. So I feel like we've caught up, even though we haven't directly caught up because I've just heard about your week. So you are right. If there was an Instagram, I'd die alone, and that's great. So...
Well, I pride myself on my friendships.
Yeah, you're very good. But, I mean, you go on holidays with your girlfriends.
Yeah.
You're constantly doing
But I have different... I have my school friends, then I have my friends that live locally, then I have you guys, you know...
I was waiting for you.
Absolutely.
Not Judy,
absolutely.
I mean, I've been on holiday. We've been away together,
Yeah, we have. We've been away.
And she's lived to tell the tale.
Yes.
Extraordinary.
And she's going to take me to Jamaica.
I am taking you. Not now, but I will take you soon.
Yeah.
She's a good friend.
I love friendships.